What's up, guys? Here at Northwest Estuary. Day one is over. Thought I'd give my reactions. I'm just sort of walking around the neighborhood. I have an Airbnb in, and it's cool. It's been great. I mean, Pastor Paul got up, and seeing him in person, and there's always that difference of what they are in person versus online. And Pastor Paul got up, and he's like, he's wearing his Gucci loafers, he's wearing his sunglasses. He's like, guys, I have over 30,000 subscribers. Please start referring to me as a mega Pastor Paul, and I was like, okay, that's okay. He's like, I flew private here. Do you know what my life is like? Do you know what my super chats are like? Do you know what it's like to have over 30,000 subscribers? I don't think you do. And I was like, wow, like that's sort of a shot across the bow, but he's been very successful and I like his content. So I'm not gonna, if he's flying a private jet, that's great. I think that's wonderful. And, he sort of portrays more of a common man sort of vibe online. But hey, that's, online's always going to, that's what we say. Online's always going to be a little different than in person. So, if you're wearing a, if you're wearing a $30,000 Gucci bomber jacket, that's different than what I would have thought he would wear. But, that's great. Grim Grizz. Very cool to meet the actor who plays Grim Grizz online. It's like a nice British gentleman, classically trained actor, playing this character online. So it's a little weird to meet the guy who visually looks like Grim Grizz, but he has like a British accent. His name's like Anthony Tompkins. And, he's like, oh, it's so great to meet some of the people who love my content. And I love playing this character online, and it's been great to dive into. And this is wonderful. And, for me, it's like weird. It's like seeing Leonardo DiCaprio. If you've only seen him in a role, seeing him live, it's a little weird. But it's just like, well, someone plays the character of Grim Grizz. He's this guy, and he's flexing his acting muscles, branching out into the online sphere. So it's cool to meet the guy and the inspiration he got to play this character. And, it makes sense. Grim's so over the top that, it'd take like a mind to come up with sort of the character. Then the one person I would say is like I was a little disappointed in was probably like Chad. He's always talking about how much of an alcoholic he is, and he's this huge boozer. And I haven't seen him drink a single drop of alcohol. So that's been just a little bit disappointing in terms of like, don't like portray a character of this party dude, Bert Kreischer, slamming beers all the time. And then, sort of like the last minute sort of like switch things up. I mean, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Obviously he can do whatever he wants, but, don't portray yourself one way as this huge party bro and then, not actually walk the walk. But it's not a big deal. And then finally, just to wrap it up, I saw Luke Thompson, and I walked up to him and I was like, oh, Luke, it's, I've seen your live streams. It's so cool. And then he's like, who are you? What? Are you like one of the people helping the production of this? And I'm like, no, I'm just like a fan of your content. And he's like, why are you speaking to me right now? Why are you looking me in the eye right now? And I'm like, no, I just wanted to say, hello. And he's like, don't do that. Don't do that ever again to me or any of the other people who are on this stage. They are your superiors, and you should respect that. And so, and I think that's a good lesson in sort of hierarchies and very Peugeotian in a certain way. So yeah, that's my recap of day one, and hopefully there's more. And it's just been great. I guess, people are going to be different in person.